acknowledging the importance of ignoring the stories and traditions that have shaped this line for generations.
Welcome back here to Champlain St-Lambert, and now we get ready for the final matchup. It is the men's draw. It is Vanier against Champlain. Vanier and Champlain both 3-1 coming into this game. Tied for second place, but someone's going to move up, someone's going to move down here, Sean. So Champlain coming off 3 straight road wins over Outaouais, Edouard, and Thetford. Vanier 3-game win streak of their own after a tough loss to Brébeuf. They went to St. Foy, one up there, which is tough to do.
Yep.
But now we got these two teams here. No Noah Miguel, but we know that this Vanier team is loaded with talent and aspiring to be back at the Nationals for the 3rd consecutive year.
Yeah, they're looking good. Like last year was supposed to be a down year for them, and they were lucky enough that the Nationals were at their house there. But they have more Grizzlies. They're more seasoned. They're playing really well. That was a knock 'em sock 'em game. That the first game of the season with Brébeuf versus Vanier. Brébeuf is really a team that you got to watch out for. What's his name? Champlain has their work cut out for them right now. Without Miguel plus that, it's going to be tough for them. But hey, you never know. Any given Friday.
Exactly. We got Jeremy Lalonde-Hines, one of the top point guards in the league. Another MVP candidate to look at here. And Ben Bravo has had a wonderful start to his season. You talk about what he's done so far for the Cavaliers. 16 points a game here. Lalonde-Hines scoring just under 15 points a game. So both those guys, if they get going early, can get this game in favor of their team.
And I feel like Hines was like player of the week this last week or something.
That's right, he was. Yes, he was. I wonder if he won anything with that award. Champlain the home whites with blue trim and Vanier their away reds with white trim. And here he is, Félix Légaré, who's assuming the point guard role, first-year player. Talk about a real fist fight for him. And Bravo with a fist finish on that. You talk about the most significant touch by him. He came up with the finish on that.
Yeah, coaches were saying that Bravo's going to have a big season. I was like, okay, let's see. He's known as a shooter, but now he's more versatile. And I like the point guard from SSF.
Here's Lalonde-Hines, smooth off the blocks and firing away. Twice the team is scoring with 19 against St. Foy.
Hines is feeling good. You know, he's shooting that 3-ball. Just coming off of the player of the week.
Shuari against Shizanga. 2 dreadnoughts going at it today. Here's Bravo for point number 5. Rebound right to Shizanga, and rebounds might be the key in this situation for both
definitely.
teams.
They're going to need Shuari's his big body to do something here.
Vanier, one of the poor rebounding teams at 34 a game. Champlain at 40 a game. Off balance, finding its way through. Match set now in. Backdoor, quick hands from Shuari, 3rd-year player. Here's Légaré the other way.
Like I said, I got a crush on Légaré, man. Like he's shorter, diminutive player, but he has a big heart. I saw him at the Nationals. He's a baller.
Coming back out, here's Thomas Shuari. And a whistle and a marché by him. We go back the other way.
Yeah, Shuari trying to go too fast right there. Like really didn't have the angle, but they're gonna need him here. They're gonna have to play their best game to ensure that they do well.
And the cleanup right there, and the finish exquisite coming up for the Cheetahs. They're up by a score of 5-2.
Gary there. Ooh. Good defense. Good defense by Hines. 3-on-2 now.
And here come the Cheetahs the other way, and Lalonde-Hines can't get to that. The whistle and the foul as Tumba, who has led the team in rebounding with 10 against John Abbott. You talk about the 1-2 punch, Tumba, and you talk about Lalonde-Hines and Shizanga, almost a 3-headed monster for Vanier. They have definitely matured in the last year or two.
Oh, definitely. They feel like this is their year. They know they're gonna have to meet up with Brébeuf sooner or later. But
well, they did week 1 and they lost that one.
They did week 1, but I'm meaning later on in the season when it really counts. Like that was just like your season, sizing up your opponent like in a boxing match. We'll see. There's going to be a 3rd round on that one.
Well, if for those who are keeping count, they lost all 4 to Brébeuf last season. They lost twice in the regular season, lost in the playoffs, and lost at the Nationals at the bronze medal game.
And you know what? That feels like kind of like how Vanier got off the shot against Dawson. Remember the provincial here where they blew them out by almost 30
that's
in
right,
the first quarter?
That's right. It was, we thought it was going to be a 15-round matchup. Ended up being 15 seconds long.
Yeah, that was like really quick. But like I said, Vanier, like they're hungry right now. They know, like you said, they lost 4 times to Brébeuf.
Make it 5, actually.
5.
5. Going back 4. Who's counting?
Who's counting, though?
Who's counting right now? Right now, Nick Schreier at the line. 13 points lost to St. Foy last week. Had 5 assists against Outaouais. And the third-year player, Mount Lebanon, is what they call him, trying to create a little bit of a harem-scarum for the Cheetahs on this Friday night.
If I'm Coach Dan right now, like, I'm really monitoring it right now because, yeah, it's 3-7. And you're saying you're kind of in the game, but you know you're playing a superior opponent, so you got to play your best game right now. You're airtight, turnovers down. Here we go, man. It starts from here.
Dogwell almost had that ball back. Here's Shizanga against Schreier. 4-point lead for the Cheetahs. Shizanga, 2 dribble, 3 dribble. And the fourth was no good. Rebounded by Schreier. Thomas, long ball. Bravo on the touchdown. In for the 2. And now they're down by 2 on a 4-0.
Oh, another steal. Maybe almost great go-ahead. Look-ahead pass. I love it. When you, even if it doesn't work, those look-ahead passes, get those easy layups. 1-on-0 is better going 5-on-5.
Well, Champlain number 1 in the league at 16 steals a game.
Okay.
They had 19 twice so far this season. And so if Vanier's going to be smart with the ball, they have to be very meticulous in how they allocate the passing
Definitely.
range.
Yeah, 23. Yeah. Can we put 23 on the shot clock, please?
23 seconds. Like, they got that second here. Let's see if they get that steal, though.
And that's second.
They don't even play hard D. They didn't even play hard D on. Oh.
And another whistle, and the clock was not elapsing properly, so they'll have to redo this clock again, and that might give them less time, which should be around 19 seconds, I would imagine.
So when you're reffing and the coach is asking, "Okay, give me that other second," and then they don't even play tough D on the defender, to get the 8-second count, you're like, oh.
Yeah, it's a tough one. 7:19 left here. 7-5 lead. It was a 2-0 lead for the Cavaliers.
Yep.
7-0 run for the Cheetahs. Now 4-0 run for the Cheetahs and the Cavaliers. With it now coming through is Chiquenyo. That name is very familiar in the Quebec basketball community. Ibudo Melisse, and that is taken away. Another stolen ball by the Cavaliers. Legaré back in the controls. Watched by the Long Hines, Schreier. Here's Thomas. Renell Thomas, that is. Bravo from center arc. Fouled, and he will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Oh.
And there is one weak link here, 3 free throws. And there's one weak link for the Cavaliers, Sean. They are dead last in three-point shooting at 20%. They went 8 of 44 against Outaouais, 5 of 42 against St. Foy. And those aren't strong numbers if you look at the percentage points.
No, definitely with the percentage. They're definitely not strong numbers. They're last in the league for a reason. However, I think Bravo, he's going to shoot well. And I know Romel Thomas can shoot the ball, and Legaré can shoot the ball. So we get Miguel also once he starts playing also. They can shoot the ball. So I think that we middle of the pack at the end of the season. Don't count on it, but I'm just saying.
No guarantee for Sean Oliver on that one. But right now,
no ESPN bet on that one.
well, ESPN bet is going to be non-existent in the next year or so. And there is Ben Bravo trying to go 2 for 3 to bring it back to parity. It's 7 apiece. South is 7, and he does do so. And you talk about his inscriptions to this game. He already has 4 points to his name.
Yeah, great start for him. Dunk.
Chiquenyo. Here's Shizanga. Lalone Hines. Shizanga in, looking, waiting, jabbing, back door. That might have been his shot. Became a pass as Anthony Blay on the cleanup for 2.
Nice little foul. Whoa, we got trouble here.
And that is a mistake from the rookie. And the veteran in Lalone Hines loses it to Renell Thomas.
Oh, that's dunk.
Dogbo in for the hammer. And he might have had an extra step on that. 9-9.
Might have had. He did definitely had.
Splash. Lalone Hines locked and loaded his bow and arrow on targets.
Yeah. They can't allow that. They definitely can't let Hines get those easy. That's the second walking 3 there.
Well, they're 4th in the league at 30% this year, Vanier. They made 52% against Dawson in the win at home. And oh, by the way, they only shot 50% from 3 against John Abbott. And they're only up by 3. Renell Thomas can't get the geometry right on that.
Oh, that was a nice shot there. Like, that was a tough shot there. That was like it was a 2K shot there.
Shizang in the post again. Blay. Rebound right back to Thomas, out of bounds. His size 12's out of bounds. And this will be Vanier ball with 5:47 left.
And in this type of game, you can't have those unforced turnovers. That was an easy grab that rebound, now push it up. Vanier's looking kind of weak on their transition defense right now. That's one that seems like one of their Achilles heels right now.
So Sherreri's off. Landry Cleofat in the game, and that name sounds very familiar for Vanier fans. Back door. And the front door does not open up for Ryan Bell, and this will be free throws coming up for Ryan Bell. Good-looking player for this. Oh, I beg your pardon, Doof. That is.
Yeah, Bravo doesn't feel like he felt like he fouled him, but ref was right there. There was a call foul on there.
Doof had one block against Brebeuf. Started one game already, shooting 56% from the field, and he's really picked up his level of intensity for this Cheetah team, and they're up by 4 in this first half.
Yeah, Diouf there.
Doof, 2 for 2. Vanier shooting 62% from the free throw line this season. However, we talk about free throws, talk about bad numbers. Vanier shot 40% against John Abbott and still won comfortably by 50.
They're just a superior team there. They're going to be really tough to beat. Yeah, there's them. The Sherbrooke is playing pretty well also, right? Oh!
Ellie and is incomplete on the finish from Dogbo. And away come the Cheetahs the other way. Here is Ludo Tournier from the corner pocket. Blade. Tournier, soft spot. And a soft finish on that for Ludo Tournier, scoring about 11 a game for the Cheetahs.
Good ball move. What's his name? Got the paint touch there. Yeah, got the paint touch. A nice little mid-range jump shot, which is still in vogue.
Dogbo, too strong. Rebound Thomas. Bravo, he'll fancy this shot. No foul call this time. Another rebound for the Cavaliers. And down on the ground, and this is a serious concern now for the Cavaliers, as it appears Dogbo has gone down, holding on his knee, which is not good news. And hopefully it's just nothing more than a little bruise on the knee. And
yeah, it looks like it's just it's a bruise on the knee. He was able to get some help. He wanted to get back in, but like he's all right. Like anytime a player touches his knee, you start getting worried. But like he's walking it off.
And he's the energy player. He's the elasticity of this team, the elastic of this whole operation.
Yeah, he's the barometer of the team when we'll talk about energy. So he looks okay. He's all right.
The lone high's off. Cleofat, the inbounder. Schreier watched by Diouf. Backdoor, Bravo, byline. Looking, waiting, looking, waiting. No foul. Now the foul is called. And that is going to be called on Blay, who is a little active with his elbow and hands.
Yeah, that was a little bit too much play. Late call, but the right call from the distant ref there.
So Ben Bravo at the line, shooting 64% from the free throw stripe. Champlain only 57% from the free throw line. They've had 3 games where they shot that number or worse, Sean, and you know and I know, when it comes to any level of basketball, if you don't hit your free throws, it might cost you if you lose by 1 or 2.
Oh, definitely. Like I was watching Concordia like over the weekend, and like free throws against UCAM, a little bit against Bishops. Free throws are really important, right?
Play. Back over it comes to Tumba. Here is Chiqueño. Here is Blay. The zone again. Can they pick the lock of the zone? And Tournier will not to do so. He used all 6'7" of his length, but that ball goes out of bounds.
And Dan is known for his own defense, and you just throw the play there. You just got a turnover off of them on that one.
Renell Thomas at the point guard position again. Noah Miguel. Bravo, strong, violent at the rim. And he brought the flair on that finish.
And that's a Bravo I didn't see last year. And that's your second year, you're a little bit stronger. Got a nice bounce through, and nice play with confidence also.
Due for 3. Bullseye! Third triple of the day for Vanier in this first quarter.
Good for me to phone call. I don't know who he's calling, but he's like, hey, I just got another 3.
Maybe ordering a pizza. And right now, here comes the pizza delivery for Chiqueño. And that comes up with the empty box.
They got lucky there. Like that was Chiqueño should have had that layup there. Ooh, again here.
Cleofat in a red wave. Thomas thought about it and caught 2 minds instead.
Yeah. Too much dribbling right there.
And Legare's going to come in for Renell Thomas. And Dogbo's on the bench right now, which is good news.
Yeah.
But we'll see if he will factor back in at some point in the first quarter for the Cavaliers.
Quite a few injuries. There's a lot of injuries. Like Leopard, not playing on the Champlain side right now. So,
Back out it comes to the flats. Doof. Can't split it. Legaré with the stolen ball. Champlain back on the go. They have a 3-on-2. Legaré. Blay will be called for the foul with 3:30 left in this first quarter play. Right now it's been a campaign of adventures right now, Sean. Do you feel like that Vanier still has the control of the momentum late in this first quarter play?
yeah, I feel like, sorry to say this, but I feel like Vanier is a superior team. I'm not talking out of pocket there. And I think they're comfortable. Like, even if they were down by 10, they would feel they could think they could come back to any type of game. They've gone through a lot of different battles. They've gone down to the OSBA. They played some top teams there. So they're good. It's really can Champlain keep it tight into the fourth quarter where it puts a lot of pressure, more pressure on Vanier.
Tumba, Chiqueño, zone. Patience required for the Cheetahs. And Doof was absolutely patient but did not get the fish on that. Second by the cherry, no. Third by the cherry, empty. Rebound Blay, another 14-second shot clock for the Cheetahs. Tumba again. Smooth on that one. He made up for the first error and they get back up by 6.
Doof was trying to do like some Darryl Dawkins, get his own rebound, pad his stats there, but
Legaré caught in a cul-de-sac. Here's Chiqueño. Vanier started to fizz on the court. Kick out to the corner pocket. Blay, Chiqueño, Doof. They'll take a couple of deep breaths on this drive. Doof denied. Doof in for 2. Timeout called by Vanier. Champlain caught napping, and the Cheetahs punishing the Cavaliers. 23-15 lead, 2:37 left in this first quarter play. Stay tuned from St-Lambert. Welcome back here, Sean Oliver, Mo Khan on this Friday night. Champlain's hit some fluffy lines right now, but the pace and flair of Vanier has been a little bit too much for the team in white and blue so far today, Sean.
definitely. But from hitting threes, playing good defense, they've been trapping the Legaré a couple of times there, right? Legaré, I like him. Smaller guard, however, he's a first-year player, so they've been trapping him, got a couple of turnovers off of him. So right now they came out with a 1-2-2 press right now. Let's see what happens.
And less than 4 months from now, we'll see if these two teams will have a rendezvous at Momo. Shueri. Here's the bigger Shueri. There's the small Shueri. Back out to Thomas, so a bit more veteran-heavy for the Cavs. Ryan Bell also in the lineup, and that's a foot ball, and that will remain Champlain ball as Ibro Melisse is coming in for the Cheetahs.
Now they reset the shot clock to 14. Now they could run. Let's see what they're going to run out of this play right here. The side out of bounds play. Oh.
Now Legaré, and he tried to bamboozle the lone Hines. Thomas, Legaré. Veteran against rookie. Rookie getting a first-class education from Vanier on that. And it's a miscue right there, but Dan Martin knew coming into this game that Legaré might be mentally overmatched and physically too, given it's his second start as a point guard at this level.
Yeah, it's not easy. Like your second start, you're playing against Vanier. Whoa! That felt like a travel there, but.
And that is Aldecas back with it.
Oh,
Ibro Melisse drive-by, and he lost his Shueri, both Shueri boys out there, and they somehow get it back over to Rennell Thomas.
Champlain needs a hoop right here. Down by 8. You don't want to get this to double digits.
Bravo about to come back in for the Cavaliers. Here is Thomas, jumper. Heel. Rebound. Thomas right back to him on the pirouette. Strong over the hand of Ibro Melisse, down by 6.
Spin cycle there, man. Oh, cold water. Spin cycle.
A nice ball for Rennell Thomas in this first quarter. Mad set from the elbow. Tumba will back it up. Here is Lalone Hines. Hit 2 threes in this first quarter play. Mad set again. Aldex again. Jumper.
Good job.
Overcooked. Rebound Shueri.
That was not a. I'm not sure that was a great shot there. It could have definitely been a better shot for Vanier.
From the flats. Rebound Ibro Melise. And right now, the shooting range for the Cavaliers not so much vibrant from long range in this first quarter play. Aldex looking backdoor. Tumba. And that was a delicious finish by him. They're up by 8.
Where was the defense there? But at the same time, Coach Martin's like, hey, players hopping around, that's like a travel.
Legaré again. Mad set. Licking his chops. Shueri quiet so far. Thomas scored the last basket for the Cavaliers. Shueri not so much quiet anymore as he was able to come up with great trust from Thomas in that finish.
Yeah, two three-year players finding each other. Great.
And a foul on Shueri. Ibro Melise will go to the free throw line, shooting this season 40% for the Cheetahs.
Yeah, that looked like a lot of ball there, but it was a lot of contact below also.
6 seconds left. Sean Oliver, Mo Khan on this Friday night. And for this slick and quick Vanier team, Sean, they have definitely proven their worth. They're 3-1 for a reason, tied for second, but if they win today, they could be in sole possession of second place.
Sole possession of second place, but they're on the pace right now to score 100 points, and like Champlain's on the pace to score 80 points. That said, but don't forget, right now we got Bravo on. There's only 9 seconds left. Bravo's been pacing them, so I see a shot for him coming in the near future.
Ben Bravo, second-year player.
Yeah.
I believe he's got a younger brother now who's about to commit.
Definitely. I think he has a younger brother. What did you say, Mo?
I think he's about to commit, though. Is he not?
Let's commit to who? Us?
I don't know who's us, but we'll find out, right? I work for many schools out there. Last roll of dice, 4 left on the game clock for Thomas for 3. And at the end of one, it is Vanier's 27, Champlain 19. Strong start for the visitors coming out of the blocks, and the Cavaliers have some work to do in the second quarter. Stay tuned. Welcome back. It is Sean Oliver. It is Mo Khan. It's been all industry for the Cheetahs in this first half. They've had quite the harvest of three-point shots, some defending by them. And the Cavaliers have been quite sedentary at times here, Sean. What's the key for them in the second quarter play to get back into the ball game against Vanier?
I think for them to win this game, they're going to need like a 30 ball from Bravo.
And that's not going to help us. Ibrahim Elise getting that. It's all about the moments. He was at the right moment to get that finish.
And also, they want to make sure that they're down by less than 10 points by halftime. Because they don't have enough. They don't really have enough scoring power. Besides Bravo, there's not a lot of scores out there.
Firepower might be lacking for the Cavaliers against the Cheetahs on this Friday night. Thomas, quick hands again, and here come the Cheetahs, and there is Hines on that, and could not get the finish on that, Lalone Hines, and this goes back over towards the Cheetahs on defense.
Champlain got lucky there. Like, Hines should have got that. Hines should have had that layup there.
Post play, Dogbo, good news, back in the game, looking, pivoting, and that was not a good news pass by the Cavaliers. And here's Tumba, 4-on-3, he is fouled. And this will be in transition, non-shoot, now to 2 left. And this will be on Dogbo's first of this second quarter.
But that was pretty impressive by Dogbo. Like, he was down at the baseline, he was able to catch up to the player. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of a hooking there, like he hacked him there. But he brings that energy, so now he's trying to find scorers.
And Landry Cleofow will come back in. He's got to tie his shoelace. Going off is Ryan Bell, scoring a point so far this season. And it'll be a side out for the Cheetahs, scoring about 79 points per game. They scored 101 against John Abbott this season. And they're on pace to hit over 80 again on this Friday night. Lalone Hines. Post play, quick hands.
Good D there by Bravo. So now can they capitalize on this? Like, it's 10-point game right now.
Bravo with it, watched by Mansett. Here is Legaré. Cutter, Thomas, flats, short. Oh, rebound, Bravo. Couldn't finish that one, and using his street smarts did not come up with the goods as Shazan comes back in for the Cheetahs.
Bravo's got some hops there. He got some long. He might be like 6'2", 6'3", but he got a long wingspan. Feels like he has his wingspan is like 6'6" or something. He's getting up there.
And he's still growing. He's a growing boy. And here is Bravo. And there is Cleofab. Shizanga watching Dogbo on the cut coming in from Cleofab. 5 up the shot clock. Bravo, smooth. And he definitely caught Vanier cold on that 3-point shot.
Like I said, they need Bravo to score 30 points plus to win this game. You guys have that mentality.
Lalone Hines cutting through in the jungle. Ibrahim Elise is fouled, and so far today, JJ Ibrahim Elise has been delivering hammer blows to this Champlain defense. Right spot, key rebound, key defensive moment, key shots, and now going to the free throw line again.
And Vanier's like, okay. Coach is like, okay, they're playing defense. They're playing a zone defense, so we got to be pretty patient, and they're passing the ball around, and they could work on their 3-point shots also. I don't think they really feel that they're tested.
Well, I mean, perhaps not, but they were tested against Brébeuf, and they had a stern test by St. Foy last week, and also by Dawson. So perhaps it might come to the mindset of how they feel this test can go about.
Definitely,
Clear facts. And that ball goes right at your feet, Sean Oliver. As Ludovic Tournier comes back in, and he'll tag out Manset. Legaré on the inbound side out. 16 seconds left on the shot clock. And here's Bravo. Watched by Tournier. Switch. Dogbo. Thomas. 3. Off. Rebound. Dogbo strong. And he is fouled and will go to the line for 2 free throws. 3 times he's led the team rebound. He had 12 against Uruguay last week.
Just see that activity there. Kicked it out, got the rebound, power back up. You're going to need a lot of more plays like that from Dogba. But, like I said, we need a 30 ball from Bravo.
He ticks all the boxes that you want from a player, does the blue-collar stuff, energy, almost like a Kenneth Fareed-like.
Oh, yeah, that's really apropos. Yeah, that's a good one.
And trying to dishevel the Vanier defense on this free throw attempt. And he's 1 of 2, and the Cavaliers still in play, down by 6 with 7:38 left.
That's good. They want to keep it close. They want to keep it close by halftime. Don't want to be down less than 10 points.
Chiquenio. Lalone Hines, reload. Chiquenio's got space. He'll take off. And he is absolutely sumptuous on that. Nicely worked by Vanier.
That's a nice play. Got paint touch. Got a nice little jump shot. Oof.
And error by Cleofat, and here is Shizanga, and here is Chiquenyo. Can they punish the Cavaliers on this mistake? Ibro Melise. Rebound Dogbo.
They got lucky there. Cleofat with that turnover, they got lucky. They didn't capitalize. Whoa!
The pirouette by Dogbo, and that is smooth by him. A one-man wrecking crew against Vanier down by 6.
I'm telling you, you put it in the spin cycle. That's cold water. You know, you can wash stuff with cold water now. That always have to be in hot water, right?
Cool water.
Cool
water. Chizanga. Here's Tokier from the 45. Another rebound for the Cheetahs. A new 14 to work with. Lalone Hines. Back out to Ibro Melise. Head fake, looking off the ankles. Kept alive by Chizanga. 5 left in the shot clock. Chizanga, nowhere to go. Defended well by Cleofat.
Great play by Cleofat, just digging in there.
And here he goes, and he loses the handle. We go back the other way, and that is not going to be in the highlight tape for either side on ball possession. No. And I'm proving correct. Shaq and Fool over there.
Yeah, we're not gonna put this in the time capsule.
No, we're not getting the banquet, year-end banquet highlights.
Definitely not. But you know what? It's funny that Schwer, he said he could play tight end, and he got to that ball pretty quick.
He's no Travis Kelce out there.
No, definitely not.
He's definitely not. But right now, the lack of sophistication on offense has hurt the Cavaliers at times. Champlain up at one point. They're down by 6. Tognier's 3. Can't down that one. Thomas will be caught in 2 minds, and that will be an error on him. And that was a lack of acceleration on his part.
Yeah, that part, you gotta, like, in these type of games, you gotta lock down all the type of rebounds. You can't let that go.
South of 6 right now for the Cavaliers and Cheetahs. The glow and gloss for Vanier has been effervescent in this game. And for the Cavaliers, they've been keeping up, but still down by 6. Here's a 3. Rebound last touch by the Cheetahs, by the Cavaliers, a big play. Back to Vanier with 14 left in the shot clock.
Dougbo got up there, almost got that rebound there. I wish Cleofat would just put his nose in there and get that ball.
Another inbound coming up for the Cheetahs. Here is Shizanga. Tumba. Tognier against Bravo from the flats. Rebound Tognier, another offensive rebound for the Cheetahs in this game. Blaze jumper, that's his spot, and they punished him on that. 3 games of 10-plus offensive rebounds, and that paid off dearly for Vanier.
Yeah, like you said, 3 offensive, you can't have that.
Thomas, Shizanga.
A little bit out of control there.
And perhaps now this might be a battle time for the Cavaliers, down by 8, and this could be up to double digits on this potential conversion by Vanier.
Feels like if they score here, coach might call a timeout.
Tognier, post play Shizanga, 1 dribble, split away. Here it is Dogbo again, and he'll bring it back up, slowing down the flow, and back out to Thomas it comes. 4:52 left in this first half. Vanier down by 8, up by 8 against Champlain. Chouari and 1. Dazzling from the host, and Nick Chouari going to the free throw line.
That was Chouari. It's hard for me to say that, but sure got small, gone to the baseline, and under the rim move. That's guard-like. That was a guard-like type of move there.
And with that, Lagarriere comes in for Cleofat. And with 4:44 left in this first half, Vanier has tormented Champlain at times here, almost toying with him here and there.
Yep.
But it's still within 6, so 2 scores that separates Vanier and Champlain in this ballgame.
And just like how Champlain was toying around with Vanier at the beginning, if you toy around too much, something can happen in the fourth quarter. So they just want to keep it close, Champlain, because they're underdog in this game. If they can keep it close to the fourth quarter, then it's anybody's game.
You know who's watching this game right now? Probably say a couple words of disdain on how Vanier's played so far. The great Andy Herzog.
That's possible.
Oh, I know he's watching.
Oh, here we go.
And he won't be happy about this. Bravo on the breakaway. And Bravo will punish the Cheetahs. Timeout call by Vanier. 4:20 left. 3-point lead. Homeside tracking Vanier 33-30. Stay tuned here from St-Lambert. Welcome back here, Sean Oliver, Mo Khan. It's a 33-30 lead. All of a sudden, Vanier is only up by a score against Champlain. What does the Vanier Cheetahs have to do to regain more of a separation with them and the hosts?
But they still got to. The zone is making them play patient. They want to be up and down. That's not going to be this type of game. Coach Martin is taking that out of. They just got to hit their shots. They've been cold out from outside.
And they hit that shot. Anthony Blake right on cue. And that was substance and vigor by the Cheetahs on that finish.
That's it. Like, they're getting good shots. They just haven't made their three-point shots at this point.
Bravo. Stogbo. Tony on him. Here's Ronell Thomas, watched by Chiquenio. Pirouetting. Tough shot. Rebound, Blay.
Oh, that was a good take, but hard shot. Degree of difficulty really hard there. Woo!
Blay on his bike. Here's Tumba. He's fouled by Dogbo Legare. Legare saying it's me. 3:36 left. That'll be the 13th foul on Champlain. 2 team fouls on Vanier in this first half. As the Lone Hines will come back in. And you talk about Vanier's wealth of options, of toys that Ferraz Sada has. He can go to the bench, call in his third-year point guard, and Lalone Hines.
He's like a buffet. He's at a buffet, man. You could choose anything that you want there.
And cannot choose the right shot. Yep. You're absolutely right. It's a Friday night buffet on a TJIF. Thank God it's Friday.
Definitely there.
Legare, watched by Tumba. Thomas. He's watched by Chiquenio. 8 left on the shot clock. Thomas off the window and in, using the geometry and the range perfect on that shot.
That's a great play. Like, tough shot by Thomas, but a nice kiss off that backboard there.
And Connor Collins about to come in the game for the Cavaliers. 2 subs lined up for the Cheetahs. The Lone High, switch of play. Tumba around 1. Can't get around 2. The Lone Hines is soft around 3. And he's got the eye for the net so far tonight.
I didn't like that Schroer jumped on that one. Just stay tall. Swing, give it to him. Oh, no.
And Schroer is in no man's land. And that ball is recovered by Shizanga. Just when they think they're getting close, Danny pulls away again on a turnover by Champlain. Shizanga in. Shizanga strong. Shizanga acrobatic and emphatic. An easy stroll for him. And you talk about a dreadnought. He definitely has that edge to his game.
That was a great play there. That English on that ball, everyone's like, ooh!
8-point lead for the Cheetahs. Champlain, a little bit of a malaise for them. And Shizanga, who's coming off the bench of late here, had 13 rebounds in the road win over St. Foy, 4 steals against Dawson, shooting 42% from the field. A second-year player coming in, 14 offensive rebounds. And he is a man on the mission for the Cheetahs this season. And that is a violation. And we have a redo coming up for Shizanga. And Connor Collins is a little bit perplexed on that call.
He was like, who's that on me? Even Connor's like, man, I just came in. They called this on me.
I might be hooked off and not play a second out there. Shizanga in on that one. So for the Cavaliers, not in a sparkling form, and for the Cheetahs, they've been very sparkling in this game.
Yeah, it was a 3-point, before the timeout was a 3-point lead. Now they've expanded back to 9 points right now. Danger zone, danger time for right now for Champlain. They need a hook right here.
Legare. And you see now a bit of a zone coming up for the Cheetahs, and that zone works to perfection. Manset, that Lone Hines. Champlain wants a timeout. Back out it comes to Manset. Swung around the protractor. Doof. Tumba. Whistle, and we're going the other way. Timeout call, 2:03 left in this first half. Vanier 41, Champlain 32. Stay tuned from St-Lambert, Quebec. Welcome back here, Sean Oliver, Mocon. Final stages of this first half, 2:03 left. And right now for the Cheetahs, these are the days of their lives right now. They have been coasting along. Champlain's kept it close, but Vanier back up by 9 again.
Yeah, back up by 9. Like I said, they want to get out of this quarter down by less than 10, Champlain. Definitely Vanier wants to push it up, put some serious doubt in their heads.
A 1-2-2 press, it looks like. Blay at the head. Woo! Snake. Thomas watched by Lalone Hines. Shueri. 14 left on the shot clock for the Cheetahs on defending this ball. Bravo jumper. He's been the A solution so far, bringing the tonic for the Cavaliers.
Bravo. We need a 30 ball from Bravo right now.
Lalone Hines again. Manset. Strong step. Manset fading, fouled. And Lenny Manset is one of those key veterans in this roster, shooting 55% from the field. And he's the glue guy. You're not going to get 30 from him, but he'll get you 30 strong minutes of play at both ends of the court.
Definitely. For Ramel, for Thomas, that's a tough foul there. He should have just not fouled him right there. Didn't need to.
And Manset hits the first one. And they're galloping right now, the Cheetahs. Galloping forward to a halftime lead with 1:28 left in this first half.
I'm just seeing Bravo's brother out there, man. He's taller than his brother.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he's the same shooter.
I wonder who wins that one-on-one basketball game on the driveway.
I have to say it. Saint-Jean, c'est la place. Just to give that little plug for his dad.
His dad always present. I see he's here tonight.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not. Thomas is not on that three. Here is Manset. Numbers favoring the Cavaliers on defense. Manset strong. In for 2. He puts a step on that finish, and they're up by 11.
That was a take. That was a take, man. You say a glue player. That was an explosive player there, Mo.
Oh, he's explosive in his own way. Shueri. Bravo for 3. Smooth. Now down by 8.
Bravo's keeping them in the game here. He's keeping it in the game. Hopefully somewhere his dad is watching this.
Oh, you know he is. He's always exciting. Blay, Tognier. Manset's 3. Off the heel. Another 14 for the Cheetahs. A foul will be on Bravo as Lalone Hines, and that will be bonus time for the Cheetahs with 30 seconds left in this first half. This machine, the Vanier Cheetahs, Brebeuf, another uber machine.
Yep.
There could be a collision course. They will have one more game in the regular season, but there could be a collision course at Momo in 4 months' time.
Could be a collision course, but Sherbrooke has something to say about that also. They're playing pretty well. St. West playing pretty well also. Like that's a tough team, an athletic team. But like you said, like right now, if we're looking at chalk, we're looking at Brebeuf, Vanier at Momo sometime in, let's say February.
Yeah, we'll have a clear picture on who's going to be where.
Yep.
By around Super Bowl weekend, we'll know.
Definitely.
Bravo. Looking for an outlet, nowhere to go. Finds Thomas in orbit. 8 left in the shot clock, 13 left in the game clock. Thomas.
Bad spacing.
Very static from the Cavaliers. Like a 3. And it's back over it comes. And here come the Cheetahs. Last roll of the dice. Oh. And off he goes. 10-point lead halftime. Vanier up 47-37. Stay tuned here from St-Lambert's. Welcome back here. 10-point lead for Vanier over Champlain, Sean. And right now, the Cheetahs have stepped on the gas, and they are flying through the highway, going back to maybe win number 4 for them.
But Champlain is where they want to be, right? They knew that they're coming in as the game as an underdog. They're down only by 10. They're only down by 10, so they're really still in the game. They have a chance. Like I said, they got to keep that 10-point lead, try to bring it down to 6, and then it's anybody's game in the fourth quarter.
And second half action, Champlain going right to left, Vanier left to right. And here is Shueri, watched by Shizanga. Backdoor, Bravo, and that was almost like a wide receiver catch, not ball in coverage, but unfortunately he was out of bounds.
Yeah, Coach Martin's not happy. He's like, this is being held on the baseline, but there was no call. I think there'll be a makeup call afterwards.
We'll see if they do so. The attacking army of the Cheetahs, led by Jeremy Lalonde-Hines, opening up the game with a 3. And here he is, off the foot. Legaré tipped away by the Cheetahs in mad sets.
See, basketball called. Basketball calls, got them the ball back there, so let's start it all over again.
And Legaré like to start this over again. Down by 10 are the Cavaliers against the Cheetahs. Legaré negotiating, stopping, and he is fouled by Lalonde-Hines. It was a bit complicated, but he was able to get himself 2 free throws.
Yeah, your shorter player, like stop and go, got Hines in a compromised position and got two free throws here.
Started one game, Legaré has played it in all 4. Has made 4 field goals, 15 turnovers to his name, and 9 assists so far coming into this game. And this is where Champlain could get back in this game, stopping the clock and hitting the free throws.
And also defensively, they're really slowing down their pace. It's not a game that Vanier likes to play, but they're a patient team, they're a veteran team, a seasoned team, so they know how to play. So right now they're playing a little man-to-man, but you know Dan is going to go back to zone sooner or later.
Back at the Shizanga. Switch of play. Ibro Melise coming through the teeth. No finish on that from Mansep.
Good defense by Shueri there, playing tall.
Thomas, Shueri. Here is Shueri in low block. Another whistle, and that will stop play. So that's 2 team fouls on Vanier in the first minute of play. And again, for the Cheetahs, they don't want to run into a muck with the foul troubles and stuff.
And 2 fouls already, like in the first minute. So if they could get a bonus, that's good. That's plays to Champlain's advantage also.
Hey, double.
Champlain trying to have a big welcome back in the second half. Down by 8. Down by as much as 11. Shueri from the paint. Another rebound by the Cheetahs, and here come Ibro Melise and the VC boys. Back out it goes to Lalonde-Hines. Man set post play against Legaré. The spin. The jumper pass. A lot of ball movement, no shot yet. 2 left in the shot clock. Tumba can't finish.
Like Cleopat starting this one, I guess Dogball's maybe not 100%, or maybe he's in foul trouble right now because he's not on the court right now. We got Cleopat. We only got one big.
Here's a shot. Rebound poked away. Cleopat can't get to it. Tumba does, and Bravo's knocked over. And what will the verdict be on this call? And Dan Martin would like to have an explanation with this situation. And Lalonde-Hines, it appears, may have gotten his second foul in this third quarter play.
So we got a sub coming in here. I think Hines got a couple of fouls there, a couple of cheap fouls.
And he's going to go off, and Chicoine will come in. That's 3 personal fouls for Lalonde-Hines. Would you imagine he'll have a long vacation stay on the bench for the next while here?
Maybe, because, like he's a 30-year player. Got to trust your 30-year players. Nice move there by Shueri.
And they trusted the 30-year player, the big figure, and Shueri. Man set, watched by Thomas, and back out it goes towards Chicoine. Looking for the cutter, finds Shizanga instead. 5 left in the shot clock for Tumba. Splash. And they're up by 9.
That was a big shot there. 4-3 in the quarter right now for Champlain. High pick and roll.
Shuari, same spot, same action, same result, and that's his modern vernacular in that area.
A nice pick and pop there.
Back over it comes to the Cheetahs. This time, Chiquenio at the controls at the point guard position in place of Lalone Hines. Lovely move. Tumba, better finish. He crumpled the Cavaliers defense on that one move.
That was a great offensive play down there. Ball movement. Whoop.
Bravo's jumper. Misses this time. And another whistle, and Bravo slowly get up. His left knee in pain. And he'll lie down his back inside the key.
Oh.
Vanier foul, fourth Vanier number 11 or
I didn't know it was a foul on Vanier.
Chiquenio will be called for the foul. And Bravo's still on his back. And
hold out of
And Bravo will be tagged out. And coming to the game is Ryan Bell to look at him. And you lose a guy like Ben Bravo. That's a high tariff to lose because of what he brings in the court.
They definitely need Bravo. So now who are they going to find the scoring from? Maybe Cleopat. It's got to be Schwerer.
And Thomas is fouled, and he will go to the line. The attacking attitudes changing for the Cavaliers. Down by 9. And now they're in the bonus. We're not even halfway through this third quarter play.
Wow. Bonus already. That's something.
That's a bonus.
It's a bonus penalty, whatever you want to call it. Champ, this is going to be a long third quarter.
Vanier foul, fourth Vanier number 13 or has Lenny Madsen, especially being bonus.
So Thomas, there was a whistle, so Ronell Thomas again at the line. Hits the first one, and there will be a second one because the first shot did not count. It was a redo. They went a little too early on that. This is a Cavalier team that only had 17 trips to the free throw line last week. And right now they need a bunch more. They're down by 8, still within range of this game. Madsen from the flats. Scratch and incline out of play. Vanier ball 12 up the shot clock.
Yeah, Champlain's playing pretty gritty in this man-to-man defense. You don't really see Champlain in a lot of man-to-man defense, but it's a nice switch up on Coach Martin's side, and let's see how Vanier is going to solve that. Tomba hit that big 3 to put it back up to 9, right? So Champlain looks, they got their legs. Like I said, they want to keep this down, keep this lead less than 10.
There's Blay. He was hesitating, back out it comes. Big step. Chiquenio, bigger step, quite the determination as he glides his way through with the power and pace.
That was way too easy defensively there. Way too easy.
Shuari. Here's his jump over Shizanga. He's 2 for 2, and that is vintage from Shuari.
He's feeling Shuari. He's feeling it there at the elbow. Vintage basketball, back 90s basketball. Mid post.
8-point lead for the Cheetahs. Tumba using his deltoids. Tognier using his length. Rebound Cavaliers. And here is Legaré, 2-on-2 ball. What will be his options? Dancing, looking, waiting, dropping. Here's the 3 for Thomas. And that would have been big for the Cavaliers.
That was a nice ball movement there by Cleopat to Romel there.
Thomas this year, 29% from 3. Blay with it, back with it. Tognier, Shizanga, back door. Corner pocket. Nothing yet. And right now, the Cheetahs have gone cold, and I think they want a timeout in the next whistle.
Ooh,
and that was nearly costly for the Cavaliers. Thomas slowing down the heartbeat for the Cavaliers. A little too high for the liking of the Cavaliers. And that was too high for the liking of the Cavaliers on that missed three from Thomas.
I don't like those Steph Curry shots when you're not Steph Curry. I'm sorry. It's pretty far out there, early in the shot clock. I don't like that shot at all.
To the flats it goes. Shizanga. He is a monopoly man, a poacher of rebounds, and he will go to the free throw line. And that will be a foul on Shuari.
Yep.
21-year-old Vanier, his second of the game.
They got to get the rebounds there. Like, that really cost them there.
And Shuari, 2 personal fouls. First team foul on the Cavaliers, and we're nearly more than halfway through this third quarter play.
So without Bravo, they're going to have to ride Shuari. They have. Shuari's been really came out gangbusters in this third quarter, and they need Romel. Thomas needs to start hitting some of those threes that are getting to the rim.
Shuari, Shizaki hitting the first free throw, 50% from the line. And this is a Cavalier team that has gone blow to blow with the Cheetahs, but Vannier's starting to pull away again.
Yep.
When they think they're that close, Vanier starts pulling away.
That's it. Definitely. I don't know what that movie is. Like, every time you try to get out of the game, they try to pull you back in. You know, sort of like something like that.
It's sort of like the
What was that? The
Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner.
Maybe.
And right now, the Roadrunner, the Cheetahs, are starting to run away with it, up by 10. Here's a 3. Too strong on that, and a headlock by Shuari off the miss from Ryan Bell. And that might have been a frustration move by Shuari, and that's his third personal foul on him with 4:35 left.
Yeah, a little bit frustrated, but he's just trying to get the ball. Nothing malicious there. Felt like a WWE move there, but a headlock. But he was nothing malicious there. He was just trying to get the rebound, and his head got caught up in his arm.
Dogwell about to come back in for the Cavaliers. Here is Choqueño. Bray from the flats. Missed by Matzet. Rebound back over to Thomas, and here he goes on his bike. Shuari, Thomas slowing it down. 4:10 left in this third quarter play. Shuari, jab step on 3 personal fouls against Diouf. Shuari, not the choice of shot that he wanted. Bray, 3-on-2. Tognier will take off. Tognier is fouled, and he will go to the line. And that is a sharp appetite from a strike force like Vanier.
Yeah, he took off there. Like, once he got that ball, he started galloping to the rim there. I just felt like, sure, that was a tough shot for him, even though I thought it was a foul there.
And right now, you can sort of say he was gallivanting along the way, too. I mean, he was gallivanting, he was doing a whole bunch of things out there.
I got to go on AI to find out what's the difference between galloping and gallivanting, but at the same time, yeah, I guess the crowd knows what we're talking about.
So Onyea at the line, and he's 1 for 1, and now up by 11, 3:56 left. They're up by a score of 56-46. They're on pace to perhaps hit their average of 78 points per game, that is.
Danger zone right now there, bro. Right now they're up 12. Like, Champlain gave them a couple body jab, but they're not going down. Vanier, this is a key possession right here.
Bravo. Dogwell still back with it. Here's Thomas. 10 left in the shot clock for the Cavaliers. Thomas on the switch. Shuari caught in 2 minds. And that is a crucial moment, and that is where the IQ was not at its prime peak form on the marché by Shuari.
I think it's right here. Like, if they score here, that's a timeout, because they're down by 15 or 14.
Choqueño on his left, stopping, losing it. Tognier from the flats. Rebound, Dogbo. Here is Alex Shuari. Can he redeem himself on the last miscue? That's 2 turnovers by him. Here is Diouf. 10.0 Landy. Timeout called. 3:10 left. Vanier 60. Champlain 46. From one end to the other end. 4-point swing. Vanier on their way now. Up by 14. Welcome back here, Sean Oliver, Mo Khan. It's a work in progress for the Cavaliers, but right now it's been a walk in the park for the Cheetahs. They're up by 14, 4-point swing on the Duke dunk, and right now Vanier will about to put the kill shot on Champlain in this third quarter before it's all said and done.
It's really a key possession. The last 3 minutes will be really key. Are we going to have a game? If it's down by more than 14, it's not going to be a game in the fourth quarter. So they're trying to bring it down here. And Vanier's really trying to push it up to 20 right now.
Dogbo. And the hives of the Cheetahs' defense has made it an itch that they can't get rid of. A turnover by the Cavaliers, third in a row.
Yep.
And the game for the Cheetahs is, and coming through again is Alan Kerwin in the game for the first time today. High-low again, Doof, strong and can't get the finish. Tonier will go to the free throw line. And on this marquee occasion, it's been eye-line stuff for the Cheetahs and how they've been able to dominate both ends of the board.
Definitely, like right now they're showing the superiority over Champlain. Now Champlain's having a hard time to trying to get buckets. Like you just said, like 3 turnovers in a row right now. That's not great. That's not good offense. You gotta get shots up. Less turnovers, shots up. That's the only way for them to come back in this game here.
Tonier made 6 threes this year. 3 offensive rebounds coming into this game. And Ludovic Tonier adds more to the insurance policy, up by 16.
16 now, right? So Champlain's goal is trying to get it up to bring it down to 10. Vanier's goal is trying to put it up 20 and just put in the bench players and get the car ready. Get back.
And this has been Harvard education for Legaré. Chouari. Dogbo.
But he'll be better. He'll be better later on in the season.
Kerwin on Legaré for 3. Rebound right back to Tonier. They are boxing out. They've kept the Cavaliers at the perimeter. Kerwin back with it. Trying to work his way through. Doof has been working his way through like a surgeon. And the Cavaliers on their heels. Chiqueno dancing against Bell. Still dancing, looking, kicking. Doof at the death. And that is ABC, too easy for the Cheetahs.
Triangle learned from his brother and his sister, man. That's great play. Great play there. Easy little shot for Diouf there.
Steph Chiqueno, Blondo Chiqueno.
Exactly.
A lot of Chiquenos around. Legares 3, and that is what you call the rookie woes. The air of confidence for him, not at the point where he wants to be. And you see on the body expression that he's displaying on the court right now.
Yeah, not a lot of positivity for him in this game, but he's going to learn from it. He's going to learn. It's not you're playing against one of the best teams in the league, right? So they've scouted. They may have not scouted you, but they know that they're going to stop you.
1:33 left in this third quarter play. The Cheetahs are putting the squeeze to the Cavaliers. The accumulation of errors by Champlain has been punished by Vanier. Here's Blay. Another rebound, right back to Vanier. It's one-way traffic right now, and you can just see how expressive the Vanier bench is and how they've been able to dominate the offensive board so far. And this without
Hines.
Exactly.
without that loan. Yeah, without that loan there, Coach Martin's not too happy. He felt like that the ball hit the string, or was it? No, it's not a string. It's the suspension.
I think it hit the suspension. That's the argument from the Champlain bench. But I think the suspension did not have anything to do with it.
No, it's true. It might have hit it, but they should have still boxed out on their players there.
Kerwin coming off the bench, seen very minimal time so far. He's played only a minute coming in. He's 100% from the field this year, but not so much on the free throw line yet. And now they're back up by 19.
So
biggest lead.
Yeah, +9 in this quarter for Vanier.
They have won by an average of 12 points so far this year. That might have been boosted by the John Abbott score of 50 points. But right now they are showing their regal qualities. Blay on the recovery. A minute left in this third quarter play. Kerwin. Around the protractor it goes. Chiquinho, watched by Bravo. To the left, back to the right. Chiquinho kicking it out for Tournier at the 45. Dogwell rebound, 40 seconds left.
Great setup though. Try and go.
Legaré, the twist and turn, and again, the shot selection not quite the appetizing moment. Tournier strong and stripped by Chouari at the height of the shot.
Yeah, Tournier's having a tough game right now. Like, he shot a lot of threes, having really a tough game. We've got Connor coming in here.
So Collins in the game, no subs for Vanier. 25 seconds left in this third quarter play. Tournier. Nowhere to go. Well defended by Collins. And out of bounds we go. The other way, 20 seconds left.
Good defense by Connor right there, coming in as a defensive specialist. Tournier's having a tough game right now. Can't get out of his own way. So got 20 seconds left. Going on one last shot. Try to bring this down to like 16.
A bit of perspiration on the court. They'll get that taken care of.
Offense, defense, took out Connor, brought back Cleopat.
Champlain down by 19. 20.2 seconds left in this third quarter play. Champlain will be at Momo on Sunday. Vanier will be home to Thetford on Sunday.
And that's not an easy game. Momo's pretty good, so that's not an easy game for Champlain. But luckily they'll have Noah back for that game, but it's going to be a tough one.
8 seconds left. Whistle. Foul. And shots coming up here for the Cavaliers.
Not a good play there. Like, smart play by Blair right there. You're in bonus. You want to let them take a shot. Don't give them two easy free throws. You can't play that tight when you're on bonus.
Bravo at the line. Missed the free throw earlier in this first half. Hits that one there. Collins about to come back in. 8.1 left against Schwartz on 3 personal fouls, so they don't want him to get a ticky-tack foul late in this third quarter play. And a missed free throw, and here is Diouf. Matson at the death, and he is fouled, and it appears Alex Schwartz is the one that caused the foul on that play.
Yeah, I think one of the... Yeah, analytically, that's one of the worst fouls, Now, like right now, you can get 3 free throws, could shoot 80%. That's 2.4 points. It's not a great, it's worst play. You can't foul there. Let him shoot it. He might hit 20%.
Mansett is a 100% free throw shooter this season. So the
100%.
odds are higher with that. And by the way, he's a 44% three-point shooter.
It's a 1.2 versus 3 points.
Pick your poison on what you want.
Yeah, I want him to take their shot at 40%. That's 1.2 per possession there. Now you give him like 3 points.
And a 20-point lead.
I just took the air out of the stadium, not the stadium, but the gym right
you
now.
hear the
right?
conversations in the stands at this point. Mansett, 21-point lead.
Oh,
and this is going to be a travel on Bravo. He thought he was fouled. 0.4, which is more than enough time shot to get off a shot. Derek Fisher, remember that? And will they call a timeout? And they will call a timeout here. And will it be 0.4 or will it be less?
Yeah, I think he said 1.1.
1.1, which is more than enough here, Sean. And this could be a 2-for-1 hammer blow for the Cheetahs against the Cavaliers late in this fourth quarter. And when it goes wrong, it's really going wrong for the Cavaliers today.
That was just like, I haven't seen that in a long time. They're like, there's only like 2 seconds left. You get a travel. Now they're going to get a play on the baseline to pad their lead. They're already up 21. And plus, that started with a 3-ball, a foul on a 3-ball.
Yeah, it's been tough.
Yeah, that was a tough. That's been one of the toughest endings of a quarter, right?
And right now, it looks like it's on pace to be a Vanier sweep at Champlain St-Lambert tonight.
Yes, definitely.
If this scoreline does not change in favor of the Cavaliers. But the Cheetahs have been galloping their way through, and they are definitely on their way. Win number 4, not confirmed yet. Still another quarter to play with them having possession. 1.1 left. And for Dan Martin, it's been a frustrating night from his team and how they've not done so well.
1 second on the game clock.
So 1 second on the game clock. So 1 second left on the game clock, so more than enough time here to get off the shot. But what will be the menu of options? Will it be a tip in? What do you think is going to happen here, Sean?
Well, but yeah, like I think with 1 second, you don't have much. You got one dribble, so there's got to be a tip in. I would see Dioff. Try to screen for Dioff. Just put it up high in the air.
Back out. Here's the corner pocket three. Overcooked by Kerwin. At the end of three, Vanier up by score 68-47. Stay tuned here from St-Lambert. Welcome back here. Sean Oliver, Mocon, fourth quarter action coming up. 21-point lead. The pace and ability, the incision and penetration by Vanier has not been tested by Vanier by Champlain with any resistance.
And now you see, right? Now I'm going to use a boxing term. Like they got their jab. Look at this. They have a jab distance on Champlain, and now they can just relax. Now they can play their bench. They're up 20. Not much pressure on them. Just run their stuff and they're good.
The benefit for Vanier, rebound from Kerwin again as he get a new 14 to work with. Tognier has it. If this scoreline continues to be holding serve, they can rest their players, give them that they'll play 2 games in less than 48 hours.
Yep.
And they'll be at home to Thetford on Sunday. And then they got the showdown at Sherbrooke next week.
Yeah, it's going to be a big game there. I know Sherbrooke's going to be ready, but I don't know if they're going to be ready. But Vanier is a tough team. They're really tough. Like I like what I'm seeing. Stating the obvious. I'm seeing better Vanier. I know it's early. I'm stating the obvious.
But Sherbrooke definitely is a strong, enjoyable appetizer to work with.
Definitely. But I think a Huntsic also, like they're a combative team. They're pretty feisty also. Who won that game at Huntsic Momo?
I did not, I had to double check that scoreline afterwards.
Feels like it was a Huntsic.
It's always, when Huntsic plays Momo,
oh yeah,
it is almost 10,000 fans in a 500-seat arena.
One day, maybe in our lifetime, they'll play that game at Place Bell.
It will not surprise me. Collins, erratic, and a charge on Connor Collins, and for the far few minutes that he's had, it's been a very disjointed effort for him.
Yeah, definitely. But men's set, that was a great little guess right. Got the charge in the chest.
Right now, it's been a fruitful night for the Cheetahs, fruitless for the Cavaliers. And the Cheetahs looking like they're in the prime position to get win number 4. And this is showtime basketball. Champagne at its finest. This is what you call Vanier Cheetah basketball.
Yeah, you got him. They got him there, right? Nice pass. Set up by that load on top there.
And they're taking the Cheetahs, that is the Cavaliers, to the woodshed. Bravo, 4 seconds left. Bravo jab for 3. Oh, hush.
Damn. Bravo there. Like, he could have done a Kevin Durant, like could have done a rip through, gone through, but that was a nice move. Bravo's really showing us something right now. Like, he's compromised, has a knee injury, but he's balling.
He is the shining star in the abyss tonight for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, that's really apropos what you just said there. Right? Makes sense.
I've been trying to work on some new words this year for us. And Bravo blue attire on his shoes. And back with it is Cleofat. And he will get that through for 2, as he has shown the pedigree to be a guy to watch out for the future of the Cavaliers program.
Definitely. Like, he's silky smooth. I've seen him in some other games. Played really well at SSF.
Doof. Schreier rebound.
Might be a timeout there by Vanier. A little sloppy here on Vanier's part. Bravo.
Second best on that. Rebound, whistle, and we go the other way. As we see a hockey line change for the Cavaliers.
Yep.
And hold on there if they have to hold off before they bring on the hockey line. Now they can bring on the guys. 2 changes for the Cheetahs and 4 for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, it's always a little frustrating for the players. You just want to get in the court, but the refs say you have to check in first, then you can get onto the court. Go ahead.
Jason Aldex is in the game now for the Cheetahs.
One rule they've changed in the NCAA now, you don't have to tuck in your shirt.
Well, uniform policy is always important in the FIBA rules.
FIBA, definitely, right? FIBA rules, you got to tuck in your shirt, but it's been removed.
And the game for the first time today is Busmanti, and that's a giveaway. Thomas one-on-one with the Euro, and denied by Tournier, and finished by Bravo, and he will go to the free throw line, and he has put his body on the line to get this going through. But again, it's been a huge roar from him, but not enough of a bite from the Cavaliers' attack.
Really good game from Bravo there. Definitely, he's compromised, not 100%, but he's out here playing for his teammates and all that stuff, and hopefully he could rest up and have a good game at Momo also.
And they'll travel up to Laval in what should be, unfortunately, an ice storm or freezing rain apparently coming out to the Montreal region.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this plays out for games on Sunday. Second attempt is good. 72-54 lead. Vanier up on the Cavaliers. Lalone Hines. Busmanti coming in. Cutting through is Tournier. Skying up there. And his neck of the woods, that's his pedigree.
Yeah, finally Tournier's like, hey, finally I get one here.
Corner pocket, Dogbo. Stopping, repelled. Second bite of the cherry. It's sweeter for him.
Yeah, he just plays hard. He just plays hard. Brings his lunch pail to work and just plays hard. Get those hoops.
What is Champlain missing, perhaps, in this context against a Vanier team? Is it Noah Miguel, or is it the fact that he's getting more assertive in their possessions on offense?
No, it's really Noah Miguel. Like, with Miguel out there, then they could be. They wouldn't have to play. Oh, nice block there.
Rejected by Dogbo. Eldex denied. Second block of the day. Champlain gets about 4.5 blocks, number 2 in the league. Transition, Schreier in for 2.
Yeah, no, just missing Miguel there. Like, this is a solid team. This team is gonna win quite a few games. They're gonna play above 500. But it's a tough matchup, right, for everybody in the league.
Busmanti again. 5:45 left. The turn. And now Dex in for 2. He gets his first 2 of this game.
Yep. And a lot of the seasoned seniors are rooting for the bench player, first-year players to get their hoops.
Dex had a career of 18 against John Abbott, shooting 56% from the field. And that is not a quality shot for Bravo. You'd think he might be getting leggy now late in the fourth quarter.
Definitely there.
Dex again. No foul call, we play on. 4-on-3 for the Cavs. Bravo, skying, looking, waiting, layup is converted. And Cavalier burst by Ben Bravo. Timeout call, 16-point lead. Stay tuned here from St-Lambert's.
Yep.
.507 left here in this fourth quarter. 76-60 lead. Sean Oliver and Mo Khan on this Friday night. Very clinical by the Cheetahs.
Yep, definitely.
Champlain making a bit of a run. It was 21, now down to 16. So Vanier would like to put this game away and head home dry on this Friday night.
Yeah, more starters are on the court right now. A little sloppy. Good timeout by Vanier. Now let's just see. Vanier's trying to push it back up to 20.
And they will push it back up to 18. A lovely interplay from the Lone Hines up ahead. Dogbow in. Dunk number 2 for him. He was hunting for that, and they're down by 16 again.
If I'm coach from Vanier, I'm not too happy. That's poor transition defense there. This guy had nobody on him for a while.
Blay. And finger roll smooth. Anthony Blay, 14 points against Dawson, shooting 58% this year, and he definitely is a quality sub for them.
Definitely a quality sub. I saw him at the Nationals and all that. He played really well. One of the stars on that team. NDL star. Good kid.
And we look forward to the weekend game. Champlain at Momo. Bedford on Sunday. Champlain will have home games against Ahensik and Brebeuf in 2 weeks' time.
Ooh, those are tough ones.
And that's to end off their semester. So it's not the... You think it gets easy, it gets harder.
But at least Miguel's coming back.
Miguel will be back for that, absolutely, for sure.
So they'll have a full complement of players. They'll be good.
Schwery. Thomas. Oh, Dogbow, 0.6. Wow. I went through a sea of hands, and he got it back in time.
I don't think you draw it up, but that was quick hands on this play. Could be a dealer.
Ibril Melisse. Aldex. And he gets a point, and he is a good-looking player himself. On his comfort level with this Vanier offense. And you have to imagine, Sean, that Champlain and Vanier will empty out their benches, given that they'll play a second game in less than 48 hours.
Oh, definitely, right now.
Tumba. Aldex going up. Foul on the young man in Legare.
Yeah. He guessed right, but he was a little bit late. Wasn't stationary.
Champlain foul, foot trumpet number 5.
So I think they're going to start clearing out the benches. Like there's 3 minutes left. It's almost a 20-point game. It's got to start thinking about conserving their legs for the upcoming game, right?
And for the Cavaliers, they are now 5 points away from their average of 69 points per game, which is number 10 in the league. And the Cavaliers give up 70 points a game, so this is definitely plus 13 for the Cheetahs. And Vanier, meanwhile, number 3 in the league, only giving up 67 points per game.
Yep. Vanier's just a well-oiled machine. Just try to make sure that that's almost backcourt there.
Bravo is moving, and he is going to go to the free throw line on the harm. 3:19 left.
Even though they feel like they're garbage points and all that, but Bravo is really building up his confidence. They can't stop me. This is the best team in the league, one of the best teams in the league. They can't stop. So imagine when he's playing some lesser teams. So Bravo's going to be really good with him and Miguel. Then you got, what's his name, Thomas, Troy. This is a team that could win out. That's going to be play above 500.
Well, you see, I was about to correct you because when you said best team in the league, I think Brebeuf might have
I said one of the best teams.
Yeah, you said one of the best teams.
One of the best teams. I don't want to No disrespect to Le Cheveux.
Shabuski might have my broadcast partner for Alliance games. He might have he might come at me saying, "What about your partner for Champlain games?"
Yeah. So no, I said one of the best teams. So hey, Bravo's playing really well. I like the leap that he's taken from the first year to the second year right now.
Absolutely. And right now, for the leap by Vanier, they are going to be leaping into the weekend on a 4-1 record. Champlain dropped to 3-2. Aldex on the recovery.
Rommel could have set that one up for Dogbo there.
Here is Aldex, and he sets that one up very well. A palace among their people. The Cavaliers have been throttled by the Cheetahs on this Friday night.
Oh.
And in a way, given that they'll play so in a short turnaround, this might benefit the Cavaliers to kind of get this out of the system quick enough.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Bruno Melisse. Galloping and smooth, serene and certain on that play, and the Cavaliers are now down by 21. Stay tuned here with 2:31 left. 2:31 left here. Sean, we're back here Sunday afternoon. High noon.
High noon, man.
Grey Cup Sunday.
Oh, it is it?
Grey Cup Sunday.
Grey Cup Sunday.
NFL slate, very nice. Grey Cup Sunday. And we got Tony Biard here against the Cavaliers women's team.
Yep. That's a big game for Champlain trying to get back.
Sure. Absolutely.
Were you watching a little bit of some of that baseball last couple weekends?
My Dodgers came through in clutch.
Your Dodgers there. Yamamoto there. Your Dodgers.
LA's got more of a connection to Montreal than Toronto does.
Definitely. I definitely agree with that. I didn't even know that Dave Roberts he played for the Red Sox.
Yes, that's right. He was on the 0-4 team that made a comeback.
He was on the 0-4. I was just watching it a couple nights ago with Kevin Millar. He just subbed in for Kevin Millar.
And back out comes Tumba. Blay. And he blazes his way through a maverick, finding the geometry perfect on that shot.
That's where you start padding your stats. So I remember when I used to play, I was like, it's time to get those minutes, get those pad my stats time. Shoot that.
Around the protractor. Here's Schroeder's three. Lacking the quality. Execution was not there. The idea was.
I prefer Rommel taking that shot than the Schroeder.
And about to come back in the game is Ryan Bell for the Cavaliers. And they'll bring in as well David Igbedion coming in as well. So they're going to empty out the bench on the next whistle. Dogbo, Tumba, Dogbo, Tumba, Thomas for three. Splash. And both teams will empty out their benches as Sada sees Martin do the same thing, and they'll bring out the heavies off the court. And the Cavaliers will reconsider and reconfigure the lineup for Sunday up in Laval against Momo.
Yep. They may not get to 100.
I'm not holding my breath on that.
No. But good game by Bravo there, even though in a losing effort. Toughed it out. Played tough. I was saying he needed a 30 ball. I don't know how many points he got. Maybe feels like he got 20 out there.
Aldex, and he was off balance in that shot. Perhaps another couple more possessions in this game. Sean, final thoughts on this game, how this played out?
Well, it played out like we expected. Vanier is a superior team, and they played like the superior team. Hit their three balls. They got stymied at the beginning from the zone defense from Champlain, but they found their sea legs in the third quarter, and they just blew it out. Went up 20 in the third quarter, right?
Well, they take out the cathedral noise here at St-Lambert.
Yep.
And one of the greatest moments in the recent time was they won the provincials on this court.
Yes. They got that monkey off their back against Dawson.
And another rebound for Aldex. And bringing it back up is Cohen. And for the Cavaliers, they'll be getting ready for Sunday. Vanier, they'll get Thetford on Sunday. Aldex, he's got magnets in his hands.
Definitely.
And he's going to be definitely got to watch out for this Vanier team for years to come. Legaré can't buy a bucket. And that will be that. Commanding performance, comprehensive at his fights for Vanier. They will win this game, 92-70 over the Cavaliers. Vanier will improve to 4-1. Champlain will drop to 3-2. And that will do it here at Vanier's sweep tonight. Men's and women's coming up with victories. And now they get ready for Sunday. Champlain will be traveling to Momo. Home for Thetford for Vanier. And meanwhile, for the women's teams, Champlain will be home to Trois-Rivières on Sunday. And the women's team for Vanier will be home to Momo as well. On behalf of Sean Oliver and the staff and crew, wish you good evening. We'll speak to you soon. We'll see you Sunday, high noon, between the women's games between Trois-Rivières and Champlain. Bye for now.